Hello Tacticians, it's Nox here, and today we're going to look at how we're going to prepare for ShadowSun's legendary event, which is coming back on October 15th. But before we go into that, I want to say a massive thank you to VCMX, the Booze2569, Zar, Overdrive, Dark Magno 16, Hassenfelt and Astrid, as all of you have used my friend code and it is very much appreciated. So thank you very much for doing that. So Severin has been working on his Tacticus Planner app website, and I advise you to go and have a look. It is actually very good indeed. All you need to do is choose one of your characters. Let's choose Incisors here, and then say if he's unlocked, change the rarity, change your rank, and the bias is if you always want it to recommend that you use this character. Personally, I leave that at none, but you may have a character you've got to Diamond 2 and you're like, I'm using this character no matter what. After filling in all of your characters, there's quite a few to go through, but at least it will. Remember now, because you can create an account and log in across multiple devices. And that in itself is a fantastic utility to have. No more will I have to carry on updating the spreadsheet, although bear in mind that spreadsheet is good for some people. Then I can go across to the legendary events, and at a glance I can see which of my characters are recommended for which missions. And I can see I've got one glaring problem, which is my Astra Militarum. I've only got Yarrick, who is gold. So I've got a choice at the moment. I can either decide, you know what, I'm going to work on Thaddeus, Castellan Creed, Cut and Sybil and get them all up to gold. Or I can just go, you know what, I'll accept it. Let's see where else I can make improvements. The one that springs to mind is here with the big target. I could carry on working with Morven Val to bring her up to Cut Skoden's level, or maybe I do take Cut Skoden up to gold, because that would actually help me with the Astra Militarum too. The main thing you really want to look at here are the points. So you get 40 points for the Psychers and 115 for the big target. So by using Cut, not only will I be using this 115, I'll be improving my odds of succeeding a few more of the 120 as well. So I think Cut will be getting the gold treatment. So looking across at my Gamma, I can see that improving Abaddon will help with both power and Black Legion. Now, the question is here, would I prefer to include Nauseous Rotbone instead of maybe Ornshi? Because at least then Nauseous will be able to heal Angrax, Volk and Abaddon. Ornshi can heal, but just that once. I should also mention that we have tick boxes here. Now, these are in fact very important to get to grips with. They're there to try and combine the missions into one. So if I want the best set of units for no psychers and no range, I click them both. If instead I wanted no psychers and the minimum of 4 hits, I can click those two instead. And as you can see, I did have all 3 clicked, where it was suggesting Angrax, Ornshi, Harkin, Gibberscraps and Bellator in all 3. But if I remove the no range, Ray Vass will get put into those 2 instead. So play around and see what you can get away with. And I'm unsure if you're a bit like me, sometimes you'll forget who you were actually working on, so you can now set goals. You can choose your character. Let's find Cut. And I can say I want to upgrade his rank to gold and set that as a priority. And of course I want to look at increasing Abaddon too. And let's set him to gold as well. So now that I've got those 2 goals set, if I wanted to ever see what I'm actually doing, I can just go to the Goals tab and go, oh yes, I wanted to do that. The one thing that comes to mind when I'm looking at this is it'd be really good if we had the ability to know where we got to when we last played this campaign. Having a counter or something where we can say we've done this particular No Psychers mission up to mission 8 would be a great thing to have, because you'd probably go, well, I've already got to mission 8 there, but I'm only on mission 2 on the Astra Militarum. Let's focus more on the Astra Militarum to get those up. Also, if I want to see what effect, say, upgrading Cut Skoden to gold 1 would have, because it could affect these other ones, all I really need to do is go back into who you own, find Cut, and tell them I've now got him to gold 1. Also at the same time, I've noticed I've still got Bellator here at Epic and mine is now legendary. So let's see what effects this has had. We go back into legendary events and there you are. Cut Skoden is now being recommended in the first 3 here. Although weirdly enough, not for the big target. They're still saying use Morven Val over Cut Skoden. Not sure that is right at her current level. But you can see Gibberscraps has been knocked out of these. So there you go. I have got my goals. I'm going to be upgrading Cut. I'm going to be upgrading Abaddon and maybe upgrading Nauseous too. However, I've only got 2 weeks to do it. So I think Cut is going to be the first one making the cut. If you like my videos, it would be very much appreciated if you would consider using my friend code, as it really does help me out. And if you or your guild are looking for a new home, please feel free to reach out to any of the guilds shown. We're always welcoming new members and new guilds to join us. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.